What's up, folks? Jacob Rob AJ here. So today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on an album entitled Motion, and this is by Calvin Harris.
When I met you in the summer.
So going into this album, I had not listened to a good body of work by Calvin Harris, but I have seen a lot of people do a lot of remixes to his tracks, a lot of dubstep remixes and songs that they just take and kind of mash up with other songs. Track number 1 is entitled Faith. I thought this was a great way to open up the album. The moment he gets on this track, I kind of feel like he immediately grabs your attention. It reminded me a lot of the track Get Lucky. Track number 2 is entitled Under Control. I felt like there was a strong lead up in the intro of this track. You'll see the lyrics, your heartbeat of solid gold. I love you, you'll never know. When the daylight comes, still so cold, you know.
Your heartbeat of solid gold. I love you, you'll never know. When the daylight comes, you feel so cold, you know.
I thought the lyrics really stood out in this track. I also thought it was a great track overall. Track number 3 is entitled Blame. This features John Newman. Got my favorite feature on this album. There were a few different singles, but this was one of the singles. Track number 4 is entitled Love Now. This features All About She. You'll see All About She start out the track. My attention kind of faded a little bit until the violin picked up in the track. Kind of went up and down for me. Number 5 is entitled Slow Acid. Really could not get into this track at all. And I definitely don't think it will be one of those tracks where you go back and listen to and have it grow on you. Number 6 is entitled Outside. This featured Ellie Goulding. This was another favorite feature of mine that was done on this album. I felt like her lyrics and her vocals really stood out. Two of them also had great chemistry, and this was also a great collaboration from this album. Track number 7 is entitled It Was You. I love the intro of this track. The track kind of started out dark a little bit. I like when they go into the lyrics, it was you that changed my ways. I knew what the breakdown was going to kind of go into. It was a little bit something different than what I was expecting, so that kind of threw me off. Track number 8 is entitled Summer. Hands down my favorite track overall, my favorite production that was done for this album. It starts out this track, I felt like it was good, the beat was catchy. Like when it goes into the lyrics, when I met you in the summer, my heartbeat sound, we fell in love, the leaves turn brown, and we can be together as long as skies are blue. And it just really stood out. I like the keys that were done within the track. Number 9 is entitled Overdrive. I like how the guitar and also the vocals mix at the middle of this track. Track number 10 is entitled Ecstacy. The track, it featured Hurts. I like the vocals really stood out with Hurts.
We know that we're brave enough to be in a state of ecstasy.
And I felt like this was another great feature from this album. Number 11 is entitled Pray to God, featured HAIM. Felt like HAIM was another great collaboration that was on this album. Definitely felt like the track that they would do as well. Track number 12 is entitled Open Wide. This features Big Sean. You know, when I first saw that Big Sean was featured on it, I didn't know how the collaboration was going to go off between the two. It actually came off great. I thought Big Sean really stood out and surprised me. Like, he killed his bars on the track and definitely did his thing.
I a fucking outfit. I'm taking off her blouses while she taking off my trousers. That's just a couple more problems to add to the couple's counseling. Oh, now open that shit wide. Let me see how big your mouth is.
Track number 13 is entitled Together. This features Gwen Stefani. I like the production and also her lyrics at the beginning of the track. Track number 14 is entitled Burnin. I didn't care for this track too much. Track number 15 is entitled Dollar Signs. When I first heard the vocals on this track, I didn't think I was going to like it. It quickly grew on me and kind of stood out. More and more the track went on, it got better and better.
Lose your mind, you lose your fucking mind. You lose your mind, you lose your fucking mind.
But overall, I like the beat that was in the breakdown of this song. But overall, there were 15 tracks on this album. I thought it was a great album. Definitely know why Calvin Harris gets a lot of hype. I thought all of his features were pretty good on this album. And overall, if you got the album, feel free to share your thoughts on it. What was your favorite track? What was your least favorite track? And then what was your favorite production that was done on this album? But until next time, this has been Jacob Rob AJ, and I'll see ya.